It's the Mariners and the Pirates. M's looking for the sweep against Pittsburgh today. And George Kirby up on the mound against Paul Skenes here.
George Kirby's been pretty buried to the lead in this game, and I'm guessing that probably lights some kind of fire for George Kirby.
Spencer Horwitz, leadoff batter and first baseman for the Pirates.
Swing and a miss on a pitch right over the plate that Kirby sneaks past him. Kirby strikes out the first man that he sees today.
Here's Andrew McCutchen, been around a long time, mostly in a Pirates uniform.
The wind in the pitch and a line drive base hit for McCutchen.
High exit velo, that's exactly what you want to see early on.
He's about a .330 hitter is McCutchen in the first inning of games this season. Now Brian Reynolds trying to get him out of his funk.
And the 1-2 on the way to Reynolds. Swing and a miss and a fastball. Strike three. A couple of strikeouts for George Kirby. 2 outs for the Pirates. 1 on, and that'll bring up second baseman Nick Gonzalez. The stretch in the 0-2 again. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line. On the run, Canzone. In toward the corner. Dom is there, running out of room, and he is able to make the catch. The Pirates are gone here in the top of the first inning. What a start for George Kirby.
It's Paul Skenes day. The big right-hander on the mound for the Pirates. His 19th start of the year, 42nd of his big league career.
115 strikeouts and 111 innings of work.
Having one of the best seasons around.
Crawford will lead things off for the Mariners. The left-hand hitting shortstop.
Lines this right back where it came from into center field. And J.P. Crawford has himself an 8-game hitting streak.
He picks on the first pitch by Skenes, and it's a bullet right back up the middle, taken by O'Neill Cruz. So J.P. on at first. Right away, here's Julio Rodriguez.
Payoff pitch. Struck him out looking outside corner, 99 miles an hour.
Straight Picasso right there.
Cal hit by a pitch, and now the Mariners have runners at first and second with 1 away. So Jorge Polanco looking for his 1,000th career base hit. Pitch to Polanco. Swinging the line drive, there it is. A base hit in the gap, left center field. JP rounding third, being waved in. Up with the ball is Cruz. The throw to the plate on the hop, and
oh, he's going to be called out. He went in standing up. J.P. Crawford is called out on a bang-bang play at home plate. Now we'll see if the Mariners challenge. Crawford went in standing up. They will challenge.
There was no violation of the blocking the plate, even though the catcher was straddling the plate. The runner had a clear path to slide. So no violation. The call of out is confirmed, and Seattle will lose their challenge.
That throw from Cruz at 105.2 is the second fastest thrown outfield assist that has ever been tracked.
O'Neill Cruz, my goodness. He couldn't have placed the ball any better than that.
That's incredible.
Randy's swinging right now, one of the hottest bats on his ball club.
The pitch and a pop-up. Center field. O'Neill Cruz, fittingly so, puts it away, the one-handed catch, and it remains a scoreless tie. Here's O'Neill Cruz stepping in. The way he's going that throw, he might be extra motivated here.
The windup and the 1-2. Check swing. Does he go? Yes, he does. Strike three. And George Kirby has strikeout number 3 already. 1 out for the Pirates here in the top half of the second. Here's Tommy Pham, the left fielder. And the 0-2 on the way to Pham. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Making a foul tip in the Garver's glove. Strikeout number 4. That'll bring up Jared Triolo. Wind up in the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. George Kirby strikes out Triolo. We go to the bottom half of the second. Raley 1 for 4 in last night's game. A 1-0 win over the Pirates.
Skenes strikes out Raley.
So unique to have 98 with that much run to it in a 2-seam action.
Garver didn't play last night, 0 for 3 on Friday. 0-2. Called third strike, and he didn't even wait for the home plate umpire Edwin Jimenez to ring him up. That was 99 miles an hour from Skenes. That's his 3rd K. Dominic Canzone, the lefty hitting right fielder.
The 1-1. Swinging a ground ball wide of third, gets on by Triolo down the left field line. A base hit for Canzone. So Canzone with a 2-out single. They're in the bottom of inning number 2. The Mariners have a man on for Miles Mastrobuoni.
Skenes with a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out this time with a changeup. He strikes out his 4th and on to the 3rd inning. Scoreless. Now Andrew McCutchen with Kiner Falefa at first. 2 outs. McCutchen singled in the first.
There goes the runner. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. You don't have to throw down to second. And Garver doesn't, because another strikeout for George Kirby. That's going to retire the side here in the 3rd. Shortstop J.P. Crawford leading off the bottom of the 3rd.
The 0-2 is A called third strike. Another fastball. Crawford caught looking.
Just like that, Paul Skenes had bumped up that strikeout total really quick.
1-0 pitch to Rodriguez.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Julio swinging a line drive into the gap in right center field. Down for extra bases. A rocket all the way to the wall. Julio digging for second. Up with the ball is Cruz. The throw in is cut off by Gonzalez, the second baseman. And I'm telling you, that was a 1-iron into the gap in right center field off the bat of Julio Rodriguez. So now the Mariners have a run 90 feet away. No score. Bottom of the third. That'll bring up Jorge Polanco.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with that splinker, and it was in the dirt, so Henry Davis will tag him to complete the K. That's 6 for Skenes.
Mariners nothing and the Pirates nothing as we go to the top half of the fourth inning. Brian Reynolds will lead things off. The 3-2 again. Swinging a broken bat liner right back to Kirby. He makes the catch. Got the glove up in time. Reynolds breaks his bat. Lines out to Kirby on the front slope of the mound. George makes the catch, so there's one away for the Pirates. Tom is 0 for 1, has flied out to Canzone. In a few steps at third, Miles Mastrobuoni at the cut of the grass. Here's the pitch, swung on line drive. Braley up in the air at first base, leaps up and he makes the catch. Oh, some outstanding defense. One by George Kirby. This one by Luke Braley at first. Line drive high in the air, pulls it down, and there's 2 outs for the Pirates. The windup and the 3-2 to Cruz. Check swing. Does he go? Breaking ball down and in. Yeah, he did. Chase the slider. Strike 3. And that is strikeout number 7 and counting for George Kirby. Randy Arozarena will lead things off.
2-2 pitch. Called third strike. Catches the outside corner.
Picasso at his finest.
7 for Picasso. We just learned that Paul Skenes, with no surprise to anybody, has indeed been named to the National League All-Star team the 2nd straight year.
Here's first baseman Luke Braley.
Another 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with high heat. 98 miles an hour. That's 8.
There's just so many different weapons Paul Skenes uses.
Mitch Garver at the plate, struck out looking in the 2nd inning. Skenes with a 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called at the top of the zone with 99-mile-an-hour heat. He has struck out 9, 4 in a row for the All-Star, the 2nd straight year. We just learned this inning.
Now runners at the corners with 2 away. Here's Horwitz, the leadoff man for the Pirates. Had 2 hits last night. Runner takes off. The pitch is swung on, lifted, short left field, foul territory. Mastrobuoni over in foul ground. He makes the catch, and that is it for the Pirates here in the 5th inning. 2 outs. Go ahead run at first base. Scoreless game. Julio doubled last time.
And here it comes. And it's a called third strike at the bottom of the zone with a fastball. Skenes with his 10th strikeout, 6 of them looking.
No score. This is exactly what we expected.
We kind of hoped for, if you will.
Here's Brian Reynolds.
Swing and a miss on a back foot breaking ball. 8th strikeout for George Kirby today. Gonzalez, one of just 3 Pirates hitters that have not struck out.
Now set, winds, the 2-2. Swung on and missed, got him. George Kirby, strikeout number 9. He goes 1, 2, 3, and the 6. He has been awesome today.
Randy Arozarena, scoreless game, bottom half of the 6th inning.
Here comes the 2-0. Swung on, blasted, left field. It's on its way. It is gone. Randy Arozarena has broken the tie into the Pittsburgh bullpen. It is 1-0 Mariners. Randy blasts another one. He has been red hot, and he scorched that one.
So runner on at third with 2 outs, and that'll bring up J.P. Crawford.
Pitch. Swing and a miss. Majinski strikes him out. On to the 8th inning. It's 1-0 Mariners.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Gabe Spire. He strikes out the pinch hitting kid Brian Hayes, and now he strikes out Andrew McCutchen. And now here's Brian Reynolds. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and a slider for strike 3. Reynolds goes down swinging. Cruz flies out, and now the Mariners 1 out away from more history. Looking for their 3rd consecutive shutout win. They've never done that since they opened up shop back in 1977 across the way at the old Kingdom. And here is Tommy Pham. The stretch and the 1-1 to Pham. Swinging a ground ball to short. JP has it on a hop. Fires the first. It's over. The Mariners, their 3rd consecutive shutout win. They beat the Pirates 1-0. The Mariners with 3 consecutive shutout victories. The first time they have done that in the history of the franchise. And the Mariners finish out a string of 17 consecutive games in 17 days with a record of 11-6.